The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
I love this video. You guys know I love these time machine videos when we can go back years ago and find out what people used to think when they were sane before their brains were broken. In this case, I mean it quite literally because it's Joe Biden. This has just got resurfaced yesterday. This is wild. Well, we got Joe Biden and Obama, but it's going to start with Joe Biden in 2007. Listen to what he was saying about illegal immigration.
Would you allow these cities to ignore the federal law regarding the reporting of illegal immigrants and, in fact, provide sanctuary to these immigrants?
The reason the cities ignore the federal law is the fact that there is no funding at the federal level to provide for the kind of enforcement at the federal level you need. Pick up the New York Times today. There's a city not far across the river from my state that imposed similar sanctions. And what they found out is, as a consequence of that, their city went in the dumps, in the dumpster. Stores started closing. Everything started to happen. And they changed the policy. Part of the problem is you have to have a federal government that can enforce laws. This administration has been fundamentally derelict in not funding any of the requirements that are needed even to enforce the existing law.
So, Senator Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
Okay.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
All right, so let's be real freaking clear about something here. Nothing that Donald Trump is doing is racist, and nothing he's doing is extremist. All he's doing are the very things that Joe Biden said he was going to do or wanted the federal government to do in 2007. He's doing the very things that Barack Obama promised to do when he was president. And this is the irony of Trump. Trump has created such a wide tent that every sane Democrat of years past is basically a Republican or a Trump supporter right now. And what is left with the Democrats? I just don't care. It's a bunch of crazy people. It's a bunch of terrorism supporters. It's a bunch of open borders people and America-hating lunatics. Hell of a party, but let them have that. And this is exactly why you guys have done this. You have created the place that RFK and Tulsi and Elon and Joe Rogan and everybody else are now Republicans because somehow, Joe Biden, in 2007, you made sense. Then you, as president, you reversed all of that. You defunded the wall and the borders, and you allowed all these people to come in, and then you encouraged, it was your party, the Democrats, particularly the progressive wing, that encouraged all of this sanctuary city bullshit. So it's all on you freaks. Guys, I started this show to uncover what's really going on in the world. But now that Trump is officially back in office, we can expect more agenda-driven narratives and outright manipulation from the mainstream media. That's why I've partnered with Ground News. Unlike other platforms, Ground News doesn't publish stories or push narratives. Instead, it's an independent app and website that aggregates every source on a story so you can compare coverage and see through the media spin. It's easy to use. Swipe through the coverage tag to show whether it's driven by liberal corporations or independent conservative voices. My favorite feature is their blind spot feed, which highlights important stories the left and right aren't covering. It's a game changer for building trust and transparency in the media. I use Ground News to ensure that I'm providing my viewers with reliable, unbiased information, and now you can too. For a limited time, get their unlimited access Vantage plan for nearly 40% off. Just go to ground.news/Rubin or scan the QR code to subscribe. Supporting Ground News doesn't just give you the tools to think freely, it also supports independent voices like mine. Ground.news/Rubin. Get 40% off today.